Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is going great. We're up. You know what we're gonna make today? Some homemade bread. We are out of bread. I made 4 loaves last week, and then we had grilled cheese sandwiches for Autumn's birthday. Real fast, someone told me that this is not tablespoons. It's is it grams, milliliters, whatever it is. So I measured it out, so it's a little bit less than the top, and then I know that I can use it. So anyways, so thank you for telling me that. I was just using it like it was. Anyway, so we made a bunch of bread last week for Autumn's birthday, and then we had a lot of grilled cheese sandwiches. I think they just finished them off yesterday. We had 2 more in there, so delicious and yummy, very good. And so I'm like, I need to make some more because I'm gonna have to make sandwiches, I'm sure, this week sometime. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna make some hamburger buns as well because tomorrow we have the dentist, and I was thinking manwiches would be good, and so we've got those canned manwich. I got meat, and I thought I could make a few hamburger buns to go with it. We're gonna make some desserts today. I pulled out chicken drumsticks, so Greg can grill those. I pulled out our frozen cinnamon rolls. Remember the other ones I made? I pulled those out so they're gonna thaw and rise up. And I thought I was looking through my little cozy seasons fall at home book, and I'm like, what's another fall dessert that would be good? So I was going through and I was like, caramel corn looked good, and I'm like, and I saw apple crisp, oat crisp, and I was like, apple crisp. I think I'm gonna make apple crisp today. So that's in here. I'm gonna do that one today because I've got ice cream in the freezer, and one of those things, ice cream, you can, I guess certain kinds you can have for a long time in your freezer, but I have found if you buy it and it sits for months in the freezer, it does taste a little different. That's my own personal opinion. And I guess I noticed it with like Walmart ice cream. We bought this bucket at Sam's Club, and I can't say if that goes bad over time. And so it's just one of those things where I'm like, I should eat the ice cream. So I was thinking apple crisp. I haven't done that in many years. Autumn said to me, she's like, that was something she asked for her birthday, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago. She goes, that was my favorite dessert. I said, I know. I said, I haven't made it in a long time because I think the last time I made it, nobody really ate it. So I'm gonna make that today. I thought that'd be a nice treat today. And what else? I don't even know. I just know it's gonna be a great day today. We've got school, the sun is shining. Great day, another nice fall day, a little breezy, still warm, still gonna be warm. We're gonna get a cool front this week, but breezy out, and just a good overall day. So I hope that your day is going well. Is it going good? I hope it does. So let's make bread. This is a bread recipe, been using it for a long time. It's replaced sandwich bread from the store. We have bought sandwich bread for emergencies. I call it my emergency bread stash. And it's good, but it's just definitely a drier, not as yummy bread. So this right here, I put in here 2 cups of warm water, a tablespoon of yeast, and a 1/4 cup of sugar. That's gonna sit for just a few minutes. I probably could give it a stir. You can. If not, that's okay. You can stir it or you can turn it on. And it will rise, do its thing. You can even just start mixing the ingredients. That's a great thing. This is a bread mixer. I just remembered someone said in the comments, oh, is this one bad? I bought your other one you showed. I bought one, love it, and it's great. My friend Dana told me about it and I got it. It's amazing. This company, Joy Deems, sent me this one, but they give you a little bit of a discount. Not a coupon, but it's a discount. It's just cheaper price. So I'm like, why not share this one? Because, and the other one, it works just as fine. So if you bought that one, great. This one says it's a little bit bigger in size. Just a little bit. The other one's pretty big too, though. But it works great. It's a great little gift. So I do have this link below because Christmas is coming. Get yourself, if you like making bread products, I say get one. That's my personal opinion. Do you have to? No. You saw me last week. I mixed it by hand so you could see that how the amount of time. But for me, I'm like, okay, it's best to let it sit and not have to worry about it and do something else. So good little things to add to your Christmas list. Okay, we're gonna let this sit. I'm gonna turn this on and add in 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of oil, and 4.5 cups of flour. Let it mix, do its thing. It's gonna be a great day today. Ready for an amazing day? All right, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna start peeling my apples here. So I went to the refrigerator and grabbed the ones that were kind of bruised. I knew the kids were not gonna eat. There was even one red one in here. So I'm gonna just make some apple crisp. Anybody else make apple crisp? My mom would always make the version Prairie Apple Crunch, I'm pretty sure it was called. I think if I looked it up right now, Taste of Home would have that recipe, and that was very good. Just nice and crispy on top with the apples in the middle or in the bottom. She was Taste of Home queen. She had tons of Taste of Home magazines. I think the last few years when she was kind of coming down to visit, she would bring boxes of them, boxes of the magazine. See, she kept every single one. And then I would go through them, get the recipes out, and pass them on to Lauren and stuff. But it's one of those things where I've like saved so many recipes, and then I realized, wow, I don't really use too much. The internet's right at your fingertips. Everything's pretty much online. You can see people's reviews of it, so you know if it's good or not. But this was something I do remember her making. She used to have a brown crock dish almost with blue on it, and she would always make a big one for us, and then she'd make a small one for my neighbors and take it over to them because they were elderly, and she would take that over, and it was so good with some ice cream. I still remember that. And then my kids, they didn't love it. They didn't really love apple pie. They didn't. I can't say they don't because I haven't made it in many years. So you're like one of those things where you're like, do you spend $3 of apples and make it, or are they not going to eat it? So I'm thinking they may like it. Autumn, this was a dish she really likes a lot. So it'll be something good to try and make and see how everybody does with it. So I'm just going to peel my apples. My recipe says 6 apples, but I'm going to do a little bit more. I like the heartier mixture of it. And then, and these are a little bit smaller, some of the apples as well too. But this will be good. I know your peels you can take and you can put like cinnamon sugar and bake them or something and you eat them. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I should do something like that. Might be something they enjoy. I had to look that up. I think I might do that. It's so weird outside. It's like misting rain right now. And like I looked outside, it almost looks like it's, I'm sure it won't pick up the camera. It almost looks like snow. It's not snow obviously, but it's just that fine rain. Let me shut back and show you. I'm not even sure if it shows up on camera or not. It's just real fine in the air. Seems like, are we going outside, Mom, or not? It reminds me of the mountains. It would do this a lot, like during hurricane season. We would get, like Florida would get terrible, hurricanes, and we would get this misting rain like that. I remember moving there, and I don't know, it was the 1st September. They must have had a big one down here. I don't remember which one it was, but I do remember it rained for like that for like a week straight, like nonstop. It was just a mist. It wasn't pouring, wasn't anything. It was just this misting rain, like all over. So anyways, all good things. Okay, the peels. I am going to save the peels. I'll mix it. It says with sugar or brown sugar and cinnamon. It said bake them. Let's see. Maybe they'll eat it. So let me wash these off real quick, and then we'll cut them up. Isn't that interesting? Apples that you get like fresh. I grew up in Michigan, so you go to the apple orchard and get your apples. And then this would be apples from the store, which I know apples are from the store and they get them from farms and stuff, but you can definitely tell a good orchard apple versus like just a store apple. So I'm like, wow, this is really dry and not that great, but it is what it is. It's okay. I guess we get pineapples and star fruit and stuff. Maybe I should make like a star fruit crisp. Key lime pie. I guess I need to make the food that's more native to this area versus an apple crisp that I would get in the mountains or up in Michigan. So it's all good. It's not bad. It's just definitely, like, you can just tell, just drier apples. And maybe these weren't the best ones at the right time for Aldi too. No shade on the apples. Just all good. All right, keep peeling. Now I could save these and make apple cider with them, but like apple cider vinegar, but it's not even that much. Even these, I'm like, do I even bother making the peel things? Like I feel like all that bruising on there's gonna be yuck, but maybe it'll be something they enjoy. We'll see and try. Okay, let me dump this out and we'll put these in a bowl. In here, you just mix about 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, a little bit of cinnamon, and about 2 tablespoons of sugar. So this is my dish that mimics my mom. It was the same brown and blue, but just different shaped. So then in another bowl, I'm just gonna use the same bowl I had my apples in. I'm gonna add 1 cup of brown sugar, about 3/4 cup of oats, 3/4 cup of flour, mix it together, and then I'm gonna chop in about 1/2 cup of cold butter. It's salted, so I'm not gonna add any salt to it, but just to mix this up and get it cut in there real well, it'll be delicious on top. And then my apple peels, I'm gonna add some brown sugar and cinnamon. Well, this will be good. Now I know I've never made apple peels with that. Someone has told me all the time, because in North Carolina we get bushels of apples, and they're like, don't throw them away, your kids will eat them. Would they have? I don't know. We'll see. They taste good. I mean, I'll eat them. So they're yummy. So I've got this here. I've got my apple crisp. I'm excited for that to turn out yummy. I'm going to bake it. I'm looking at it's 45 minutes. 45 minutes, bake it, and then it'll be yummy. You like to do it, and you like to have it warm. So you know what? We'll probably have it after lunch today. That's okay. We can have an afternoon dessert versus a nighttime dessert. That's a good thing, right? Versus nighttime, I think that's better. So I'm not a warm dessert person. Like some people love warm chocolate chip cookies, warm chocolate cake. I like cold. I like when it's cold, and I feel like they're better. So for me, apple crisp, it is okay when it's warm, but I do like it when it's been sitting and it's cold. So all good things. You know something, I'm laughing because you know, you do this whole cooking, homemaking journey, and you find things that you like would not do without. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things. Like, do you need a dough mixer? No, you can mix it by hand. If life ended and I wasn't able to get another dough mixer again, would I still make dough? Yeah, I still would. I think something I would really try to do that I've started doing that I've never done before is buy these parchment paper for these pans. I guess one job I don't like doing is scrubbing the pans. I hate getting the Brillo out and scrubbing them, like the Brillo, the SOS pad. Same thing with cupcake pans. Ugh, do not like doing those either. I'll do it and I just look at it and go, okay, we'll just clean every single one out. But like that, the donut pan, these ones usually I like scrub it, and so I'm never a big fan of that at all. So I'm always like, so I am enjoying the parchment paper. So thank you, Miss Carol. And I think I got another package. I'm not sure who sent it. There was no name. I got another package, and I know I did. I just don't know who it came from. But I was like, that's something I probably will choose to always do, is get some of those liners. I'm sure they're cheap. I haven't even looked. But that's 250 times that I don't have to scrub the pan. So thank you for that part of my days. It's the little things in life to be thankful for. Sometimes, you know, you can be thankful for. Sometimes you look for always the big things in life, don't you? Like when I'm taking my earbud, I feel like I can talk to you better. I don't know why. I feel like it's clogged. Like sometimes in life you always think, nothing grand happens. Okay, and you don't really think anything exciting happens in your days, right? But sometimes it's the little things. It's the little things like your water is working. Your hot water heater works today, and you get warm water for a shower. Sometimes some people love rain. I don't love rain. Sometimes it's a little bit of rain outside that makes that little bit of happiness in you. I prefer sun, so I would look for sun. But like the parchment paper, I'm like, you're thankful for the gift and you're thankful for it, but then you go, wow, that just saved me a lot of scrubbing. Like hours of scrubbing by the time you added it up. So I'm like, that right there is a huge blessing that probably maybe the person didn't think much about when they gave it to me, or maybe they did, and it just makes me go, wow, thankful for that hugely. So thank you very much for those pans. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the bottom rack, and I'll put this one on the top. I've got the cinnamon rolls. They're like they're cool. They were frozen, but they're thawed. I just put them in the other oven with the light on so that they can start rising up a little bit. They were just ones that I grabbed. I think, did I only do one pan? I hope I only did one pan. I think I did. Unless it's shoved way in the back of the freezer, but this is the one I saw. So all good things, that'll be in there. Let me wash up my mess here and clean up, and then we'll start something else. Something else we'll do tonight is chicken drumsticks. It's the only food it's one food that Greg enjoys and my boys love. They love it. I can make a whole family pack here and they eat the whole thing up. There's never any that go to waste at all. So this is a good meal for them, and it's only what, $5 for it? Is it $5? $5.80. $5.80 to feed them. They are happy with it. So my girls do not like drumsticks. This is frozen, so I'm gonna see if I can put it in a pan here. My girls, and I don't either like drumsticks, but that's okay. Oh. Wow, that's like frozen salad. Let's see if I can get it off the paper without, let me do some water. Hold on one sec, let me separate this. All right, that was frozen salad. So anyways, one thing that the guys will eat, they love this. They love the drumsticks. My girls do not, and that's okay. So I have chicken fajita meat already cooked. I'll just have them heat that up, and they can have that with tortillas, or there could be enough leftovers from yesterday. I have to see what's in there. So if they want some, I'll heat it up, no big deal. It'll just be yummy. So I parboil them first so that they're not, you don't have to fully cook them on the grill. Thank you for who told me to bring the griddles in because they may get rusty. That was a very wise thing because I didn't even think about that. So we thought if we made sure to oil them really well, that they would not turn rusty. So we're gonna make sure that we do that today afterwards. So I'm just gonna put this here. I'm gonna put some Old Bay seasoning in here. Nothing too fancy, maybe some onion and garlic, and that'll be it. And just let it come to a boil, simmer for a little bit, and that way it'll cook the drumsticks, and Greg can take them outside. The boys just like hot sauce on it, and Greg likes barbecue. So he brushes on 6 on the hot sauce, 6 on the barbecue. Call it a winner. Boys will be happy. It's a good, easy day. I tell my boys, they like this meal so much. They're like, can we have it at least once a week? So I'm like, sure, you can have it once a week. That's not a big deal. So I try to do it once a week for them. I've got 4 packages here that I bought at the store. I'll probably get some more over my meat purchase, but this will be good. Okay, I'm put on the stove here and put those spices in. I'm making some breakfast for Craig. He said he's hungry, so I'm frying up some bologna. I don't have any bread yet, so I do have half the sub bun. I just kind of sliced it thin in the butter and make it like bread, and got some eggs. Something simple. I'm gonna try to gather up and make what you can. So I took a sub bun and sliced it into thirds. I made a little sandwich with bologna cheese and put an egg on it, so that'll be good. But bread dough, probably, is it ready yet? Hopefully it's a little bit more. Yeah, we can let that rise, then I'll put it in pans, and then we'll start on the hamburger buns. I'm gonna make a small batch of hamburger buns, just like half, because we're just gonna have sloppy joes tomorrow. I don't need a big giant batch of them. So great things. Kids are doing school, getting their stuff done. My day in the kitchen is not that much. I have to make some rice with the chicken for tonight, but that'll be later. The bread dough is done here, so I am going to take it off here and separate it. It's a little bit sticky, that's okay. You just use a little bit more flour. Flour will stick to anything, and you can kind of pull it out and use it. So I've got my spray here. I'm excited. One of my viewers told me to use a refillable oil sprayer, and I bought it a few months ago, and I had already had one of these left. So I'm like, well, let me use this up first, and then I'll use the spray bottle. So I'm excited to use the spray bottle instead of using this one. Save a whole lot of money. All right, get all the dough out of here. It's okay if there's more in here because we're just gonna add hamburger bun material to it. I bought that little scraper for this thing. I never use it. You don't use it for. I use it to scrape off the scuffs on my floor when I'm washing it. It works. Okay, here is this. Great bread dough. This is great. It's like forgiving. Doesn't have to be worried about being perfect. It works. The apples, I was like, ooh, they're burning on the bottom here. So I had one. It tasted like a burnt marshmallow. So I took those out. I probably should turn the oven down a little bit, but That's okay. I'll see how they are. They'll probably crisp up a little bit as they sit here. My cinnamon rolls are ready to be baked, so I'm gonna put these next to the apple here. Look at those. I should probably let them rise a little bit more, shouldn't I? They're pretty good. I could let them rise up more. Let them rise for a little bit more. And I'll switch and put the bread in there. Okay, I'm keep eating those crispy apple peels. They're not bad. I keep eating the burnt ones because I'm weird like that. Tastes like a burnt marshmallow is what they taste like. So they're not bad. They're crispy apple peels. I don't know, with sugar and cinnamon. Maddie's making a smoothie over here. So for hamburger buns, normal recipes: 1 cup, 2 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons yeast, 1/3 cup. You mix that, let that sit in, 1/4 cup of sugar. That's what's in here. Half of it though. I did half because I only need a few buns. I'll make a bunch and we'll have so many left over. And then it's going to be a 1/3 cup of oil, 1 egg, a teaspoon of salt, and then you add about, I think it's 3.5 cups of flour. So I'm doing half, just gonna mix it all in here. It works. Even though I'm doing half, I'm just gonna do 1 egg. It'll be okay. Kids all came down and had smoothie. The sub buns, the hamburger buns, I made a small batch, so I just had to. I have to apologize. Everyone told me over and over and over, don't waste the peels. They'll be so good. And in my head, I'm like, my kids are not gonna eat the peels. These are very good. It doesn't really matter that it's a peel. It's good. So even though they're crispy, they are a little bit chewier where the sugar is. Probably will harden up. That's good. So that makes me question and think about potato skins. Like I'll like peel away too much of the skin because I use a knife, and someone's like, you're just throwing all that away, and I'm like, it's okay. It's not really a waste. The kids aren't going to eat it. But potato skins would probably be really good. Like I remember the first time the chip company made potato skin chips. Anybody else remember that? Remember they first came out as a kid? Oh, so good. And I still like a bacon cheddar potato skins. I think TGI Friday makes them now. Pretty sure once in a while we see them and I'm like, oh, those are my childhood favorite. So all good and delicious, not bad whatsoever. So these are pretty good. I'll just leave them here. They're grabbing them. The chicken is done. I have to pour some of the water out. I'm gonna wait on these sub buns here. I think as soon as these are risen up, I will flip these in here. Oh, they're already pretty good. See how they rose up real well? Yeah, that looks good. So I'm gonna go like this. Just use this. This is probably almost done. Almost. Okay, then put this in the oven. I'll shut the light off because being next to that oven will be warm. So all good things, great things. We'll do our school. It's kind of dreary out. Will it be a rainy day? I don't know. But we got some food made. That's all that matters. I'm gonna go out to my garage and grab the hamburger that's already cooked and just put that in my refrigerator so that tomorrow we're gonna do manwich with that. So then all I gotta do is literally put the can with the meat. It'll be very simple. I won't have to really worry about dinner because the buns will be made today. That looks delicious. I know it's gonna taste delicious too. I have to make icing for my cinnamon rolls. I just realized if I'm gonna bake some, I gotta make some. So I'll get those ingredients out, put them in a pot on the stove so they're almost ready to boil. When it does come out, it'll be delicious. Okay, I've been over here eating my food and the cinnamon rolls are done, so I'll pull those out and put the bread in here. I was feeling hungry. I find myself nipping at those apple chips, eating them, and then wanting to eat in the apple crisp. I'm like, just get some food. I'm hungry, so I just heated up the dinner. But I remember the beef, the cauliflower, and the veggies really good. I put a little bit of turkey bacon on it because I love turkey bacon. I could eat turkey bacon all the time. I know it's not bacon, but I do love it. So I just had a bowl of this. I'm like, okay, that makes me feel a little more satisfied because otherwise I'm like, I want this instead of suffering and not eating. Get something that's good in your body. Otherwise, I'm gonna be picking at those apple chips and eating. We're gonna make some frosting here. So we are gonna let this come to a boil. It's a stick of butter and 1 cup of brown sugar. Let it come to a boil, and I'll add milk to it and let it come back to a boil, and then we'll add our powdered sugar. It's a very easy day. The house is clean. It's stayed clean, which is always good. Don't have to really do a whole lot of pickup. That's the beautiful thing about doing it on a Monday. So the rest of the week is relatively easy. The kids' chores I divide up. Let me get some milk, hold on. Yeah, the kids' chores I divide up so they don't do as much on one day, so it's spread out for the week a little bit. I try to keep the days that they're busy, like Wednesdays are busy, so I don't really do anything but just like one chore. So at least they contribute and do something. So they'll have a few extra, not a whole lot today. Okay, when this comes back to a boil, I'm going to, we'll bring it over here, let it sit for a minute, and then we'll add powdered sugar. Remember, if you wait till it cools and it's a little bit cooler, you won't have the lumps in there. Otherwise, you gotta beat it a little bit more, but it's almost, I just let it sit for a minute, go back and kind of whisk it. So this will be it. These are delicious, so good. They were even in the freezer. As long as you let them rise, they'll be great. You just gotta get them in the freezer before they rise up. Otherwise, I know I put where my freezer took a long time to get cold and like it would continue to rise in the freezer. You don't want that. Perfect. You can just pour it on, let it sit. This will be delicious. So I'm just waiting on my bread. We've got hamburger buns to finish up. We can work on those. The kids are coming down doing their thing. I'm gonna leave a little bit of little dots. That's okay. Now remember, this icing is for the double batch, and I didn't make it smaller. That's okay. It will sit on top. It's going to absorb in here and be so good. You know when you buy the canned ones, they show you that bio recipe, putting them in with heavy whipping cream, and they're like the best ever. This will be really good. So don't be afraid. It'll just be really full and yummy and delicious. So this will be great. I mean, you can't go wrong with some milk. So what is going to happen is it's going to kind of sink in between like this one already did. It'll do it to the rest. It's going down. It's going down and it'll absorb. Delicious. Apple crisp was there. Bread's got another 20 minutes in there. This should be almost ready. I can probably get those rolled out. I'll get those on parchment paper and then bake them in the oven when the bread's done. You see how these look now? Delicious. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like ooey gooey somewhere else. That's gonna be really good. It's extra caramelly, so this is good. Okay, let me get out these. Let's do little hamburger buns for manwich tomorrow. Perfect. These will, you kind of roll them out as best you can, form them as best you can to a shape. Before I was like, oh, whatever size, I'll make them. And then I realized, well, if I was the child going to grab for the bun, sometimes there's a big one, sometimes there's a small one. And like, I don't care, but like in their head, they'll be like, I just rather have a regular hamburger bun, like from the store. So if you can kind of make them about the same, it does help. You can weigh them out. I just kind of go by feel and eyeball. That's why I went back and cut some. So this is good. I will just, these will rise up and we'll bake them in the oven over here. Okay, so I'm done here in the kitchen until rolls, and we have to, I'm gonna do arborio, as I said, arborio rice. I bought a bag of it, and I made like what I would make with our orzo pasta, and it was okay. It was definitely firmer than the orzo stuff, and so I think orzo is more pasta than rice dish, where arborio is more like rice. But they'll eat it, so I'm gonna make the rest up tonight. So that is gone out of the cupboard. Doing everything else, forgot about my bread. The bread is delicious. I know it's delicious. Let's see. It's turned out really well. Look at that. Very good. A little toasty. All right, now we are doing our stuff. The kids were doing their school upstairs. I went upstairs to work on a few things. So now we're going to do our group stuff, our Bible, and all of our stuff that we do together, reading Proverbs, that kind of stuff. So good, easy, great, easy Tuesday. Do you love Tuesdays like that? I do too. And then we'll put the chicken on the grill. And if not, I can even put it in the oven. I'll probably put it on the grill. There won't be too much to put on the grill. So just the hamburger buns cooking away. All good things. All right, hello. I've been gone for quite some time. You don't even know I was gone. Did our school with the kids, and then what did we do? Worked for a little bit on my computer, and then went for a walk, and came back and went in the pool with some of the kids. Some kids went swimming, some did. It's kind of getting that time of year where it's a little chilly, where you need to either be sweaty and jump in, or I said chilly. Oh, there's another child. All right, so I started filming and I had to stop. So what we did is, we had the water here. I'm making some arborio rice. 4 cups. We did swimming, and then it started raining, so we had to, and then we came in, I had the chicken, I cooked outside while I was in the pool. I had left because we have those griddles now, so nothing burns. It's still, I left it while I was in the pool, and it came on, I'm like, I feel like I need to check in. It was like a little bit burned. It's okay. At least need to flame up and smoke the whole thing out. So this is arborio rice, I think. All right, kids are here. I do this wrong every single time. I add the 4 cups in there, and it says you're supposed to add 1 cup, let it absorb, and then do another cup, let it absorb. So I think I did that wrong multiple times. Last time I did that too, but it did turn out okay. Like I said, it's a little bit firmer than the other stuff that we have. What are the kids doing? They're being stinkers over there. So anyways, the chicken is right here. So look at the black part. I had to laugh. I'm like, that's so funny. But I mean, it's good. So I literally put it in this pan, and I put it back in the pan because I was not about to forget about the chicken. So that right there is heated up. So I just have to make this, and that's gonna be it for today. So it's been a good, busy Tuesday, a good chill Tuesday. Did our school, got that done, got a walk in, did a swim. You know, kids playing, just having fun, being goofy kids, did chores, all those good things. So now I gotta edit for a while. So it's been good. So this, I'm just gonna let it boil. It'll be, it'll absorb. You just gotta stay here by it. That's the only flaw. And then, like I like the orzo pasta because it absorbs. You can kind of shut it off when it's almost done, and it absorbs the rest of the way. And put Parmesan cheese in it, and that's real good. This I'll have to kind of be down here while it boils, and then I will add the cheese. But that's the key. I forget every single time. 1 cup, let it boil. Add another cup. So you know, live in there. Actually, you know what? I just looked in the back here, and if you do it normally, you just cook it with water. I guess you can just literally add all of it. So never mind. Okay, I guess that's good. That was just for creamy risotto. So anyways, it's good. We'll let this boil, and I'll add Parmesan cheese to it, and it'll be a nice, like I said, creamy. It'll be delicious. So the day is done. Cinnamon rolls have gotten eaten. Those are delicious. Definitely a winner. We haven't touched this. It's going to be dessert tonight. Those, I don't know if the kids, I don't think anybody's touched those except myself. So, all great things. So I hope you enjoyed Tuesdays at Amy's. Come back tomorrow. We'll do, hopefully, we're hoping to go to a thrifting store. It's dentist, so by the dentist is a good thrifting store. We're hoping to go there. So you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.